the basic things for doing a building. In another tutorial I'll talk about doing massing, like having a terrain, or we can add right now Toposolid. We have this Toposolid and you add it as a slab. Let's say I do the terrain for the house, and oh, this is at L3. I do not need it at L3. I put it at L1. And now I basically have the terrain for the house and maybe also for the office. Starts to look good. I will delete the stair. And basically I have a terrain for the house and office building. And the layers can be set just as you would do with a wall or a wind or a roof. So that's the same principle, but you have a soil layer put there. Yes. Other things that can be set, the sub elements can be set, or you can add some points and do some hills. I put some points. You select modify sub elements and click on the points you created, and you can move them upwards or downwards. You can create mountains or valleys if you want. Let's create a mountain. And now we have a mountain. The problem is that it goes through our house, and I'll click Ctrl Z to reverse the command, but that's the principle. Unfortunately, you don't have some contour lines to set them at a certain level. You have only points, so we have for the same contour level height, you have to modify a bunch of subpoints, which is a pity. Honestly, maybe in a newer version you can do better, but as for now, yeah. You can also excavate. Yeah, so most of the settings are discussed basically. Split line. Yeah, I can split the terrain if I want. I can subdivide, and I think this subdivision stuff is good for roads. So if I put a road, it might as well look like this. Not the most beautiful road, but it's a road, and that can be changed. So this is like a slab, this subdivision, and can become a path. And now I have asphalt, and now I have a road basically near the house. And even though honestly I put the road something like this in front of the house, let's say, and extend the Toposolid. So yeah, now I can have a proper road. Of course I'll modify the contour, and I have something like this here. So it looks absolutely marvelous, and now I have a road. Yeah, I have a road, and now I have, yeah, I have a road, an alley, or whatever. And depending on what you have, I think I will try one thing. So I'll do, let's see, I should be able to excavate and select whatever thing intersects the Toposolid, for example this slab, and then excavate everything that is in that volume. And I think if this floor would be like another one at -5 meters or something, the excavation would be deeper. So if I would make the Toposolid let's say 10 meters deep, I would see the excavation that I did. As this is a story, I will put at 0 and basically all the excavation will disappear. But if you put more levels and the slab below, you can do the parking space and the underground whatever, and that would be the Toposolid. So I think this is it. All the basic stuff is covered. So after, let's say, 5 to maybe to 7 tutorials of 15 minutes each or 20, basically in 2 hours or something like that of tutorials, you can learn basics of Revit and basically move around. In the following tutorials, I think I'll cover, let's see, the annotations part, insert some documents, some files. Yeah, maybe I will elaborate a bit more on structure, these because I haven't discussed steel structures and beam systems, and basically that's all. And maybe a bit of rendering and then drafting. There are some other things, but the main project can be done. Of course, there are many more tips and tricks, but for the most part, this is everything you need to know to get started in Revit. Thank you for joining in and watching, and yeah, see you in another tutorial series.